Action.
We are now ready to hear auditions for the role of Joseph.
Hi, I'm Joe Staleman.
Hi Joe, why are you auditioning for the role of Joseph today?
Well, pound for pound, in all honesty, my wife wants me to.
Oh, so it's not something you volunteered for on your own?
No,
Say it ain't so, Joe.
can't. Wish I could, but wife says I'm kind of a caveman in my own little world, watching too much Sports Central. Says I care way too much about hillbilly fishing and NASCAR than I do about giving back to the body of Christ.
I see. Well, Joseph is a big role. The earthly father of the Messiah trekked a trail from their hometown to Bethlehem on foot over 300 miles to register for the census. Married a woman that was pregnant with the Son of God. Big shoes to fill.
Yeah, about that, I should have probably auditioned for a shepherd, because all they do is watch sheep and keep themselves. Again, my wife's idea for me to play Joseph, because that's my full name, Joseph. Joseph Arlene Staleman.
Arlene?
Yeah, my mom was a twin. Her sister's name was Arlene. I was third child in the family and no girls. Hence I got my aunt's name as my middle name, Arlene. Embarrassing, humiliating. Makes you just want to run and hide as your mom calls out your name. Joseph Arlene Staleman. You put that cat down. God didn't make them to be used as boomerangs. Mom was very sensitive to the feline community.
I guess someone needed to. You just might be perfect for the role of Joseph, Joe.
Pound for pound, I'm not seeing what you're seeing, I reckon.
Here's the deal. All the emotions you have felt, the confusion, the embarrassment, humiliation, disillusionment, Joseph felt all of those.
I've seen the living nativity. He always looks so happy looking down at Jesus. See? No emotions in that manger. None of those emotions, at least.
How do you think Joseph got to that moment? What do you think were the emotions going on in Joseph's heart, soul, mind, when the angels delivered the news that Mary would be with child carrying the Son of God?
Never thought of it like that. I guess I just always pictured him saying, okay, and be good with it.
As you would say, pound for pound, it was probably a major blow to his world. Do you think this was good news at first for Joseph, or did he have to wrestle with what everyone would think?
I'm guessing in some ways it was not his will be done, but God's will.
Exactly.
Kind of like my situation. Not my will, but my wife's.
Now you've gone off track. Speaking of a union, Joseph, after hearing the news and being a righteous man, wanted to divorce Mary quietly, so it wouldn't be brought out to the public. Back then, even during an engagement, it took 2 witnesses to legally get a divorce. He thought Mary was unfaithful. It wasn't until the angel said to marry her and take her home that Joseph followed.
Well, I reckon if Joseph felt and learned all those things, maybe I am right for the part. Put me in, Coach. I'm ready to play.
I think you are. I think you nailed your audition with the simple realization that it's not your will, but God's. His Son would have said exactly the same thing 33 years later as he died for the sins of this world.
Yeah, I'm sure glad he did that for me. I remember that as I'm staring at the little baby in the manger. I guess that's what you theater folks call getting in character.
Something like that.
Alright, one last thing. Do I have to wear that biblical robe thing?
You do.
Can't we try to do it differently? I can wear my camel hunting pants. It's basically a robe.
Sorry, it's not your will.
Yeah, I get it.
Joe,
Yes, ma'am?
give me that Joseph pose one more time.